All
All
right.
right.
So this
Nice. They
was.
knew to leave. Good for them.
Yep. And I
I
already
took,
started
I
recording.
made a bullet point list on the things I want to talk about because I
Awesome.
had to
Let's do it.
remember what the important ones were, or else I'd forget. So first of all, it's definitely better than at least 90% of the actual Ruby show.
Yep. Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Fucking banger! Oh my god, it's so
Like
good.
the only thing that I'd consider better than is just like parts of volume 7 and 8.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it's like the only one where it's like it might. It's so fucking good.
Yeah.
No, so the last time we did this, we only talked about the first three, so just the recap episodes, right?
Yeah. Oh, the one thing
Nice.
I think I failed to mention is just that like even just the first 3 episodes recapping volume 1 did a better job developing the
Oh, it's
main
so
cast than all of, even though
embarrassing.
like I think it's like half the length of volume 1,
Yeah,
probably less.
and like our only critique was they skipped Jean's arc. Well, that's because they redid it in the rest of the show, so like it bounced out.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool. No, so thoughts about the early parts of the show. First of all, the dream world's really fucking cool. All
Yeah.
Inception shit is inherently awesome.
Yeah, it was very fun, especially when you remember that like everything is the way it is because Weiss
Oh, because
made it so.
Weiss's
So it's like,
brain
oh,
and
Weiss
that
like Yang's punches are stronger because Weiss thinks Yang's punches are stronger, and
Weiss
also
doesn't know how
Ruby's
Ruby's
weapon
fucking
is
thing works.
useless.
Or like in Weiss's brain, Jean's aura is equivalent to the coolest fucking sword on the planet.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to use it.
I know it's so nice. It's cool. Or just like small things like she's racist, so she views all of the white thing font is like that.
Yeah.
Small stuff like that, and then eventually they get cooler stuff with it, like the appearances. For one, oh my god, the Ruby characters are in a cold place, so they wore cold outfits. Let's fucking
Dude, there were
go.
so many people like screaming like why are they still wearing the other outfits? I thought we were getting winter outfits. The trailer had snow in it. The opening
Oh,
has
I know. Puff, I was pissed off when we got
yeah,
to the
and
winter volume and
rightly
there wasn't any
so.
snow. I was
Rightly
salty as
so.
fuck.
The
But
only
they
thing that
added it.
happened was that like Weiss got her scarf that lasted like 3 episodes.
I know, it was so fucking lame. It was so lame. But yeah, no. The other cool stuff they did with the appearances, besides the really cool outfits, are like besides the fact that Weiss turned herself into a fascist and it was funny.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Um, one thing was that she lost her scar because
Yeah.
like that version of herself had like zero imperfections, and when she got healed, the scar came back.
Yeah.
Then obviously Blake's fusion with Adam is a really good design. Fucking cool design. Because it's like, yeah, Blake's greatest fear was turning into Adam.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And she said
Also,
as
it
far
like
as she
adds like it's not like I know this isn't like canon to actual Ruby, but like you can add like more context to Blake and Yang's thing with Adam.
oh yeah, no, oh yeah, no, they built it in a good way. It's good. It's good. Good
Yeah.
stuff. The whole I like how Zion they gave him a little her it was a girl, right? Yeah, they gave her a little bit of character in the final second to last episode, but generally it was just a really cool plot device.
Yeah.
A really cool one.
Like,
Just
all right,
it's
we're
like
going to
here's
make
the
this Inception shit happen in the Rubyverse. Okay, we're gonna need just like a guy with a
who can
really
do fucking
specific
everything.
semblance.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. Um, oh yeah, I liked the way that the nightmares were caught in the little jars because I hadn't seen something like that since like a Dragon Ball with the Mafuba. Yeah, that was the last time I saw the whole gimmick of catching demons in jars because it's a cool gimmick.
Yeah, it's a
Oh yeah,
fun
wait.
idea.
Since it was the first three episodes, did John getting possessed even happen in the first three? It didn't.
I think yeah, it was like the fourth it happened. Like just to
Yeah, no,
introduce the
yeah,
whole idea of what a
yeah,
nightmare is.
yeah. Jean getting possessed was cool because it was basically just a way to speed run his whole inadequacy thing, where everyone's like, "It's okay, we don't care that you
Dude,
suck, ass man. You're a good guy. You're a
and
cool guy."
I love that like the thing tormenting him was his shitty weapons and armor. Because it's like,
Oh
oh, the
yeah, he's
basic thing that also represents like his
yeah,
family and why he wanted to be a warrior, but
yeah,
also
he's
represents
like
how
he's really embarrassed by himself.
yeah.
Yeah, it's very cute and nice. And then fucking Weiss's shit. Oh my god, it was cool because like we talked about that earlier. It was cool how in the first three episodes the thing was Weiss didn't actually learn her lesson.
Yeah.
She just learns to pretend she wasn't
Although
racist.
remember, like the original recording is like deleted because copyright. So like there's only like the last 20 minutes
Yeah,
of
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. So it was good. because it was good because like the whole thing was instead of Weiss being like, "Hey Ruby, the teacher called me a bitch, so now I'll stop being mean to you." It was
Or,
like,
hey
"Oh,
Blake, I went for a walk. I'm not racist anymore.
yeah, no." Instead, it was Ruby tries to. She sees Pyrrha being a good teammate. She's like, "Oh, that's how you get the good points." And then through Ruby trying to save her, she's like, "Oh yeah, Ruby's actually a good teammate. I should support her."
Damn it, she just gets the good points naturally because she's a good person.
Yeah, and then obviously the Weiss racism shit is like a very big part of the whole story.
Yeah, like Weiss was always like conceptually the most interesting, or like
Interesting.
at very least the
Her
most.
and Blake were the most interesting conceptually,
Yeah.
and they fixed both of them. Let's
Oh my
fucking go.
god. Like, yeah, like I just have to live with the fact that there's a good version of Blake out there now.
Oh yeah, no. Or like another cool thing is like in the first part during the remake of the Black trailer, right when they left, Adam's thing was she'll come back, and we see that this time she won't because she killed her past self. She's like, that's who I used to be. Stab Adam version of her.
Oh yeah, and also like
It's like that's
they
really
added this
good.
that great line for Adam. Like it was just one line, but it's
Yeah,
just
no, but
like
yeah,
better than anything. Like the more she learns about the world, the more she'll understand that we're right.
yeah,
And like
no. This
also
was
like
cool
that makes it
because
seem like, oh, Adam's not just an incel psychopath. He's,
yeah, no, yeah,
he's
he
a
has
true believer in his
confidence in
cause.
himself.
And
I
also
mean, his
like
cause
it
is that he's
shows,
racist, but that's okay.
yeah. But also it shows like, oh, Blake did see the world and she just came to a different conclusion,
Yes, or at
which is
least
cool.
so far she has like she met a really fucking racist person, and she was able to overcome her past and be like, that's not enough. I'm still going to be a good person. I'm not going to go fucking murder people. Jump. And then oh yeah, they actually gave Blake and Yang a relationship before when they needed one.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, like
Hey,
like they did have the whole falling out with like Sun, like why stop calling him a rapscallion? It's like, oh, you want me to stop calling the trash can a trash
I
can?
didn't know. That's
But like
funny.
of
Oh yeah,
course
no. In
it just
Weiss's
ended
fucking
terribly.
Yang's
That
line
piss
in the
poor
last.
payoff. The
Oh no, it
piss
was the
poor.
lamest. No, I really liked Yang's line in the last episode where she's like, "You're okay staying with a fun."
Like
It's
Weiss,
like
are
this
you
is how
sure?
bad she was.
Weiss, are you still a racist? You okay?
Yeah, no, yeah, no, it was really good. You know, they made Blake and Yang's relationship better by actually giving them stuff to like do together and talk about,
Yeah.
and it
Oh,
even
like
involves the
we
whole
had the
thing.
best Bumblebee moment in the whole
Yeah, no, because it
in
was cool.
canon.
Because the whole thing was Blake was. They actually developed early on a reason for Yang to be upset that Blake doesn't trust her with the atom shit. Because in this part, Blake trusted her with the atom shit,
Yeah,
and it went
like
well.
in volume like in the original series when like Yang was mad at Blake, like you kind of just have to like
Like it
like it
made
seems
sense, but it
it
was
seems
like,
the implication is like she just has abandonment issues because her mom left.
yeah,
Like
but the
that seems
way
to be
they
where it
do it,
comes
it
from.
feels like ooh too personal. Like it's like, Yang, I get you're mad, but my God,
Yeah.
stop.
And like part of the reason for that is just that because the first like few volumes did not do a great job just making the main core team friends.
Characterizing the main cast, they
Yeah, like
characterized
Ruby
Jean
and
and
Blake to
Pyrrha.
this day have only had like two meaningful conversations with each other.
Which is so funny. Oh yeah, and that's another good thing. The show actually had like the cast like interacting in cute ways,
Well, I
like
mean,
Weiss
like the
being.
original series certainly tried doing
But
that.
but I did this better. It did it much better. No, they just had so many scenes where it was just they talk and banter and just burst into laughter in ways that felt like nice and organic and like, oh, they're actually pals.
Yeah, and not like
Like,
Blake, Yang, and Ruby just say bonsai because I guess they would
yeah,
do that.
yeah. No, instead it's like they
Although
all laugh
I
at.
don't know why Blake would be in the mood to do that. Like she doesn't seem like the type.
That is odd. That is so fucking weird. I like how like when Weiss is all embarrassed about the whole nightmare shit, they all just kind of
Yeah,
laugh
that
at her
was
and then make
great.
fun of her for it. It's like, good, look, they're pals, they're bonding. Also,
There was so much
Weiss is.
more moe for Weiss in this
Oh, it was so. Oh,
series.
she was actually cute for once. Let's go. Another one was you know, Weiss's one line where she's like, "You all are family to me," and it's like,
Oh yeah, like in volume 5.
yeah, it's like I don't know about that one. For now, it's like, oh look, there's actually a basis for that. Let's go. let's fucking go. It's so good. Oh yeah, no, and then with Weiss and Blake's thing, it was really cool how like the entire time the Weiss was like, yeah, Yang and Ruby are kind of annoying, but they're still my friends. The one who her nightmare self had the biggest fucking beef with was Blake.
Yeah, obviously, like, oh, a Faunus in my kingdom.
And it was so fucking good. Yeah, because Weiss actually had to learn to not be racist, and she did that through understanding Blake's fucking perspective by Blake showing her fucking rage.
Yeah, like, oh my god, like, instead of just having Weiss say, I don't care about racism anymore, come home, Blake, it was like, oh, the two nightmare versions of them just fight it out, and they just see each
no,
other's
like,
worst
yeah,
aspects.
no, because Blake is literally like, you schnees are gonna pay for this, and Weiss is like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
But I didn't do any of these things personally. But you're a Schnee,
And she's like,
and the Schnees.
and she's like,
oh my god.
and
I'm
she's
being
like, oh,
persecuted
that's
for
what
my
I.
family.
She's like, oh, that's what I sound like. Oh, that's really bad, isn't it? Oh, a small thing about Blake. I like how her hair does the anime thing where the inside is a different color than the outside. Let's
Oh
fucking
yeah,
go. Always
that's
looks
like
cool.
always great.
Always looks cool. Also, the outfit they gave her in the fucking thing was more black than white. They remembered what her color
Yeah,
was.
it was so nice. Like, oh, like
She remembered what
the
color
only
Blake is.
one, the only outfit she has that's like that in the original show is her first one. The second one, she has
It's
that
so
giant white coat, and then like for volume
The other
7
two
onward,
are,
she
like,
gets
mostly
another white
white.
coat. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's so fucking dumb.
Just
Oh yeah,
swap the color palette, and she'd be more black.
it's so funny. Oh, and I guess talking about
One thing I
Jean's
like about
big.
Blake's outfit is like the gloves,
Oh
because
yeah,
it's
no, the gloves are cool.
like fuzzy monster gloves. I like it.
Yeah, and when she turns all evil eyes. Another thing I liked is with Jean's whole arc and why he fought her dad was cool. Because Jean's whole thing was basically he was embarrassed because he felt like an immature kid. So when he goes into Weiss's thing, he brings out her inner kid side. And with that, and with Pyrrha, he's able to show that while he might not right now be able to wield the power on his own, with support and with embracing who he is, he's able to defeat things. And he does that to defeat Weiss's dad, the one who most likely encouraged her to hide away her childish. And it's good.
Oh my! And
It's
we
nice.
have to talk about Bigun Nicolas
Oh
because
my god, he was actually a character.
the thing is, like, I remember like the World of Remnant episode about.
Oh yeah, no, you
about
showed me
Big
that.
Nick,
I was
and
like,
it's like,
oh damn,
wait a
this guy's
second.
Chad.
This guy, not only does this guy sound awesome, he also just makes like Jacques Schnee a more interesting character and like Weiss a more interesting character. And it's like,
Yeah, he
what the
does.
fuck? And like now he's just here, and it's like, wow, we can like develop this idea.
Yeah,
and,
no,
like,
and it's cool to see because, like, in a short conversation with Weiss was like, "Oh, should I build a castle like you?" And he says, "Build a castle in your heart," which first of all is cool because in her dream, we fight her in a castle, and two, it's kind of how like he's like, "Yes, build a not literal castle. Do not be a materialist like your dad. Dear God, please." who, your dad is not great. My God.
But it's like she sort of took the wrong message to her, like, oh, I'm going to defend this persona I have and like hide
she
my
did.
weaknesses. Yeah.
Well, that was her thing because instead of making her own castle, she was just defending the current one.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you have to strive and make your own path. Yeah, no, it was also cool because with reworking Jean's character, it's still kind of like the end thing was so good, where they're like, he's weak as fuck, but he's trying so hard to protect us, and they say that's his greatest strength, which is so good.
That's most important.
Yeah, because in the later volumes, that's literally his thing. He's not good at attacking things; he's good at protecting things and healing things. It's so good. It's so nice. Yeah, it's just great. Also, I like when Jean falls on the train and the sword is so strong it does that giant yellow shockwave. Because he's just like a top tier now.
Yo, dude. I love how that sword is just like a Chekhov's gun, like a very obvious one that's just literally sticking out the top of the train for
so
10
great.
episodes.
It's so fucking awesome. Oh, and then one thing that they did in the last episode is Ruby's conversation with Ozpin and then the rework of Blake's conversation. They made them better by actually using fucking visual direction and shading. Yeah, You know, because it's like, oh look, Ozpin's gears matter. When there's dark over you, it's because he's thinking negatively about what's going on, and when the light comes over, it's because he's back to a more positive outlook. The
I mean,
conversation is going in a better direction.
like you can say it like it's a little weird how they literally did the same thing twice in a row for two scenes, but who cares? It's nice.
Also with Blake and Ozpin, one thing they did is that when they talked, their faces were barely on screen at the same time because there was that much of a disconnect.
Yeah,
So yeah,
although I
they
think
did
that's
different
also how it
things.
was during the original show too, because like I
Yeah, but
remember
it
there being
looked
like close-ups
cooler
of
in
yeah.
the anime because the
Definitely.
anime looks better. And then one cool thing they did on the final episode is when they were all goofing around on the roof, they did two cool things. One, they showed Blake and Weiss's weapons laying next to each other to show that they're done fighting. That was cute. And then also there was the one where it showed Blake with all of her friends and a reflection behind her, and then it cut to them all actually with her. And I was like, oh, that's so nice and cute. That's so good.
Oh
She could
yeah.
actually feel like she's with them. Oh, that's great. That's nice. That's a good reworking of the whole reflection thing because they actually like made
Yeah.
Mirror Mirror mean a lot more.
Oh yeah. Although I don't think Mirror Mirror was the song they kept playing. I think it was Path of Isolation, the one from
No, but
Volume
like,
5.
oh, but didn't she sing Mirror Mirror though?
No, like the one she sang like in one of the final episodes was Path to Isolation.
Oh, they sang Mirror. Oh, I fucking hate Ruby songs. God damn it. That's so dumb. Oh,
Oh wait,
one
no, wait,
funny
actually,
thing.
wait, fuck, I'm getting mixed up. They did play that was Mirror Mirror in the last one. It was Path to Isolation in one of the earlier ones.
Oh, okay, okay. Another cool thing was no, this is more of a funny thing.
Hope I'm
The
not getting
way
that
that
wrong. Fuck, I'm
they
starting to get a fuzzy memory on that. Am I right about this?
okay. I like that they
Was
start
it
and
Mirror Mirror Part 2 because that's a different song in and of itself.
oh, that's funny. No, they start. I like how they start and end the show with that whole dust monologue. In both times when they talk about someone gonna die, they focus on Pyrrha. They do it at the start and the end.
You
They're
know
not
what this
subtle.
is.
They're like, you know who's dying. You know. You fucking know. Oh, they reworked the food fight, so instead of it being fucking annoying, it was good and had meaning, and also was pretty
Well, I
Sakuga.
mean, I'd say it had meaning in the original.
I
Like, I'd
fucking
make a
hated
case
it in the
for it.
original though, because I wanted to die.
Because
That is better
like I feel
meaning
like
now.
obviously what they were going for was I guess like the theme they were going for Volume 2 was like maturity. Like, all right, you have to stop being kids, and like that, like when they go with Oobleck, and like sometimes being a huntress is about a job, and
Oh
sometimes it's
yeah, no, yeah, no.
boring.
It's kind of like
And
it's kind of like
and at the end of the fight, it's like they can't be children forever, so like let them do it for as long as
yeah, it was
possible.
like a diet version of like the school festival arc in MHA, the same concept.
Yeah.
But in this one, they made it better because for one, Weiss starts it, and it's like, oh look, she's no longer being a hard ass. She's actually able to have fun with her friends. Isn't that great? And
Yeah.
it's the same with John because he trained all of vacation, and now he's able to have fucking fun. It's like, oh, that's so good. Yeah, because they were the two that had to go through the most shit in this anime. My God, did they fuck them up? Oh, it was just a very cool show. Oh yeah, and then I actually liked. Oh yeah, they had Ruby use her silver eyes. Good for her.
Yeah.
Actually, used them earlier than Volume 3. How nice! And then, but yeah, like obviously Weiss and Ruby's relationship in this is a lot better because you understand like why they're so fucking close. Because instead of it just being Ruby, the
I'm gonna
teacher
be the
called me a
best teammate because a teacher called me a
called me
bitch.
a bitch. It's like a teacher insulted me and now I feel hurt. No, it's like, nah. Ruby fought tooth and nail to help Weiss. And Weiss saw that Ruby also had some degree of loneliness and connected to that. And then later on, she realized Blake did too and connected to that. Although it does make sense why Weiss is the loneliest, because hey, Blake had terrorist friends, Ruby had a sister, Weiss got shit. Weiss don't got shit.
Oh yeah, terrible.
No, it's just overall just a very good show.
Like
Fighting is
Weiss had like two people who like she liked in her whole family, and one
oh,
was
that
the
is so
butler,
fucking funny.
and the
You
other
know,
one left.
I like that there were actually 7 fucking butlers.
Oh yeah, that was
There's
great. It's like,
actually
oh my
seven.
god, you did it! The seven dwarves.
They
And
were
one of
actually
them's
7 different
sneezy, one of
people.
them's
Oh,
grumpy.
Sleepy was a little dumbass who kept letting them escape. It was so
It's like,
good. It
wow,
made
are
me
you
so
guys
happy.
still in there?
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Well, okay.
yeah, yeah, no. It was like the mecha one, the violent one. That one was great. Yeah, Weiss's the way Jacques was done was cool, where he was just like this overarching force. that God King Jean defeated. Oh yeah, and then
But
Yang
also, I like
killed Big
how,
Nicholas.
yeah, like I like how Big Nicholas is like always just this giant thing looming like up in the tower, while like the dad is like, oh, Jacques is just always like on the ground, like in everyone's face, because like that's probably how it is to Weiss.
Yeah, and it makes sense about who defeated who. Jean defeated Jacques. First of all, that the tongue twister there. Uh, that made sense because Jean's whole thing was embracing his childish side and being himself. And Yang defeated Big Nicholas, which I think can make sense because Big Nicholas is like the big, strong protector of fucking whatever what I guess their company in her mind.
Or
And
like the
Yang tries
family.
to be the big, strong protector of the crew.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's good. That
Although
makes
like
sense.
Yang is
Also,
definitely
she
the
fucking
character
popped
who
his ass.
the Yang's definitely the character that got the least out of this, but like
Well, that makes
that's to be
sense
expected
because
because like nothing really
overall,
happens with
she's the best character.
yeah.
It's not like Yang is like lacking in development by like where we are in the real show.
Yeah.
In the real show, Yang's probably the only main character who is not remotely lacking in
Yeah,
development.
because like the
Hi,
thing is, it all
Ruby.
starts when Yang's arm gets cut off. That's when like her
It's
real
like, oh, we
character
have a
arc
good
starts.
character incoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
All right.
very
Next,
cool.
RWBY season, RWBY Sundown. It'll be about Yang's trauma with the arm, and it's gonna be
And then
12
after
episodes of
that,
that.
they fix the Blake arc.
Oh, I can only
Let's
dream. I can
fucking
only
go.
dream.
What would they call it? I don't know. Fucking
Ninjas of Love.
black out the old one from my mind.
No, dude. If they do that, they have to call it Ninjas of Love.
Oh, that'd be so good. Yeah, no, or that was another cute thing. How in the towards the end, you had Yang showing Blake video games, and then Blake trying to get Yang to fucking study. It's like, oh look, they have a bond. They support each other. Oh my god, when they have a romantic thing later on, it'll make sense now. What's going on? Oh yeah, we talked about if they're gonna retcon Zion into the
Oh my
actual
god,
show.
dude! If he like appears like in the next volume or two, and it's like, oh wow, Professor Zion, you helped Weiss with that thing. It's like, all right, do you want me to pretend Weiss and Blake are better characters now just
it's
because you
like,
did that?
it's
Do you
like, did
want
you
me to
well,
pretend?
well, honestly, that wouldn't make Weiss Blake a better character because when you combine that with her other shit, that might make her more annoying.
Oh yeah, like,
But Weiss undeniably would be a better character if it was this Weiss. My God. Yeah, no, it was kind of cool how like Yang was basically a supporting role this whole thing because that was kind of the thing. Yang was so strong that before her arm got cut off and she had her fucking downward spiral, she was so strong she could kind of just support everyone.
yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice. I
She was
liked
always
it a
the
good
big,
deal.
strong one who like when they fought the mech, like Yang was the one who like
Oh yeah,
carried the
I
load
like
on that fight.
yeah, I liked the end cards. Those were cool.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
Those were all very nice. Spent way too long trying to get that fucking last
Yeah.
one. God damn. But yeah, I also really like Ruby skating on her site. First of all, that's fucking awesome. Oh my
Oh,
god.
dude, the fights,
And then
like when they looked
yeah,
awesome, I was
oh
like,
yeah,
oh
all
my
the
god.
animation in the show is fucking awesome.
Like I didn't think they would like come close to episode 1 with Ruby's fight in from the
Oh,
dust
that
drop.
was, and
And like that's probably still
yeah.
that's probably still the best shot
I
in the
think
whole
that's the
show.
best like lighting wise because that shot. Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
bonkers.
But when like evil racist
I mean, it's
Blake
like
is like
evil
flipping
Blake.
through
Oh
the
my
air and
god,
like
that
Ruby's like
pops
riding her
off.
scythe up the tower, like, holy shit, they did it! It's cool.
Oh yeah,
Or like
no.
when
Ruby
Yang,
turning her, Ruby closing her scythe to ride the laser and then switching it to cut open the rock. Oh my god, that's so fucking
I
cool.
think my favorite was like when Yang killed Biguniculas and
Oh, just
the
punched
way
a
they
hole
did her
through his
hair
head.
was really cool.
Oh, her hair looks so cool. Her eyes look so cool.
Yeah.
Now that because she was in fucking Weiss's mind, her gun blast got stronger with her power. Like her gun blast just turns into a fucking laser because Weiss thinks Yang is that cool.
Or how her motorcycle can run on walls because Weiss doesn't know
yeah,
how
because
motorcycles
Weiss
work.
is just like, yeah, that was probably in a movie or
Yeah,
something.
she just watched movies and was like, oh, I didn't know motorcycles could do that.
Yeah, yeah, it's so fucking cool.
Like,
And then
obviously, like, I would give that rule of cool benefit to like any show, but like the fact that they gave it that
oh,
explanation
the
and
fact
like
that they gave it a
reminded me of
canon
it.
reason is so
Yeah,
funny.
it's so
No, if they
nice.
didn't, no, because if they didn't explain it and just had her ride on the wall, I'd be like, that's fucking cool. But giving that explanation makes it cool and just really cute and funny.
Yeah, I love it.
It's so good. Such a good show. I'm so
Yeah.
happy that Ruby can make me happy.
Now let's see
Like
what
just
the Twitter folk have
unquestionably.
to say.
Oh no.
All
Oh
right.
no.
All right, let's
Oh
see if I can
no.
find anything good. Hopefully I can. Maybe I won't cuz like it's supposed to today came out.
If we did this the day Ice Queendom ended, it probably would have been trending.
Yeah. Somebody.
Oh yeah, they milked that ED because that was the best new song they
Wait,
made.
season 2
Is that already announced?
was like it's just that I was just in the search bar and it showed up.
Oh, the English dub premieres Sunday. Aren't you excited, Puff?
Oh, are they going to use the original voice actors from the show?
It'd be weird if they didn't. Oh, cool. No, because the official Ruby Twitter's tweeting this. Oh, cool. Guess what?
What?
The tweet has more cool fan art from the show.
Nice.
Like it has one of Weiss and Evil Blake fighting, as it should.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it says the voices you all know and love, Puff. They're gonna redo it with the actual dub cast.
All right.
It's the closest we're gonna get to redubbing the first few volumes too. Oh my god, their volume, dude, their mics are all gonna be at the same fucking sound level.
Oh my god! It's a miracle!
Ozpin isn't gonna speak and sound comedically better than everyone else. But yeah, I also thought it was funny how the way Weiss apologized to Blake was just like crying in embarrassment, and Blake's like, "Okay, yeah, she feels bad."
This was great. This is obviously because like the animation in early Rooster Teeth was not stellar, but like the characters are all a lot more expressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, obviously because they're not 3D models, they can make faces.
Okay.
The pacing was terrible, but it was a good spin-off.
Yeah, I just read
Oh
that. I was
no,
about to
no,
say
the
it.
pacing. It's like, dude, we had to skip through the shit you've already seen.
All right, people like it. People like it.
Wait, what?
My secondhand opinion on RWBY Ice Queendom. Secondhand, what? Decent show, but it's like 3 to 5 episodes longer than it really needed to be for its own premise. But like the first episodes were just recapping volume 1, so like
Yeah, but no, but they
was, I
recapped it in a
guess.
way that set up the rest of the show.
Yeah, that's good.
Because they reworked things and made those parts better. Good job.
Damn it, I can't find any terrible takes.
Everyone, I stopped seeing. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm so glad Shaft did this because Shaft is actually good at things.
Dude, some people are like experiencing RWBY the first time through this show.
That's kind of weird.
That's
but good
gonna
for them.
that's gonna like poison their expectations for the original.
Oh
if they
no,
decide
that's
to go
not
watch.
fair. That's not fair.
Oh my god.
It's like, it's like, don't worry. There's a volume as good as this. I'm like, oh, which one? Oh, the last one. Like,
7 and
like what? Or it's just RWBY fans being RWBY fans. Not gonna say what that means. Just gonna say that's what they were doing. Yeah, no. Everyone just seems to be like having decent takes.
yeah, like wow, the good thing came out and people just liked it. I wish it was like this more often.
Oh my god, dude! It's like what's going on with One Piece, where we're finally at a point where no one talks shit 24/7. Thank fucking god.
I wonder
Another
if I
thing
can
is, I
find any
think-
bad YouTube takes because that seems like an
Oh, they probably exist. Oh, one other thing that I thought was nice is I think the comedy was a lot better in this because, like, it was like the fast, jumpy anime comedy, so like the jokes hit faster, and I think were just better. Whereas like RWBY, also they cut a lot of the really stupid jokes. Thank fucking god! Oh my god! Oh, like A lot of it was just goofy, like cute shit. Oh God, what's this? Is this just a rant?
Ice
What the
Queendom
fuck is
episode
this?
10 is absolute garbage, and it's 41 minutes long.
Oh, I found people just ranting.
Man, I wonder why episode 10 is garbage.
Which one was that? That was the. We just watched it. Oh, that one was cool. What the fuck?
I can't believe this episode actually is real. Okay, so like last week, if you watched my video last week, how I mentioned like, oh, I'm getting kind of bored and I'm tired and my reviews are getting shorter. Strap in. This is what you're looking for if you wanted something a bit longer, because this is gonna be a long one. Oh my
Amazing,
God.
your mic picks that up so well.
I don't even know where to begin with this. I wrote notes.
Alright, I'm just gonna read the comments because I can't put this entire thing on my.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay. Okay.
I found some people arguing about power scaling, and it's so hard to tell who's a top tier. Oh, that's funny. There's this really boring thread where people are like, you call Ironwood bad, but Team RWBY was also bad. And then we have one really funny one.
What?
Yang in Volume 6 was fully armed and not in any danger, so her attacking Adam is murder.
Well, yeah.
He was unarmed because they disarmed him.
Yeah. Like...
It's like...
Like they were far past beyond the point of them fighting with weapons.
It's like why didn't you just arrest him? I don't understand. Like yeah, the way they killed Adam was really fucking mean, but that's less so because they killed him, more so because they were just bad to it.
Alright, I can't really tell what people didn't like from the comments because it's just like, yes, this was insane. Why would they do this? It's so sad this is the only time we'll ever see Team RWBY fight each other seriously, probably.
I'm so confused.
Like,
Whatever.
tier 1? I don't know. But the idea was, it's easy. Weiss would be, like, an Atlassian upper crust person, you know? And this is what Ice Queendom seems like it was supposed to be. And it's so interesting, but it's also so...
Oh my god, it's just this boring fucking argument. I don't care. Show me Ice Queendom.
For all these, oh, what if Blake had been in the White Fang? What if she stayed with the White Fang? Oh, rather than explore this actually interesting topic about how her complex emotions about humanity, equality, and everything would bounce off of the ideals of other White Fang members, she's just gonna be Adam again. Just Femi Adam. That's what we're gonna do with her. Her entire, like, purple concept is gonna be discarded so she can be Adam.
So they're just mad that we're getting a fanficky idea of Blake turning into Adam.
But it made sense.
Yeah, it
it
not
was
only
like
did it make
Blake-
sense, it was just an effective shorthand for like her greatest fear of becoming like this person that she doesn't want to be.
The cool thing was, even though she was displayed as like violent and not someone Blake likes to be, her perspective was still effective in showing Weiss why she was wrong.
Yeah.
Like oh my god, the violent White Fang's perspective actually fucking mattered. What?
What's this?
How did that happen? I mean, yeah, it is kind of fanficky, but it's cool fanficky. You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, like this whole series was fanficky, man. We're literally getting like a dream Inception sequence Dictator Weiss.
Yeah, no, but something being fanficky doesn't mean it's bad. Like, the Edge Coup arc of MHA was pretty fucking fanficky, and that was a cool-ass arc.
Oh, Edge Coup was so good. Dude, who would win, Edge Coup or Evil Blake?
Well, Edge Coup, like...
But they have to do it in a rap battle.
Oh my god. You know Deku is based, like, I know Deku's a Japanese kid, but you're saying, hey, can this 14-year-old white kid rap for shit? It's like, probably not. Like, I don't think any of them can rap for shit. You're just saying things like Cone Ming himself.
So I just have that show on the mind, the one we were
Because it's a
watching.
good show.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird to just like watch a whole Ruby show
Oh
and
my
never
god.
once.
Okay, I
Ooh,
just
you
looked
found
at the.
something.
Okay, so it's the same person.
Hmm.
Episode 11. Guess what it's called?
What?
We finally found the budget.
What? All right, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Like, oh my, this whole you don't know how this works.
Oh no, yeah, like I'm just this is a quick shorthand that I think anyone who has this argument on Twitter before would know. One Punch Man had a normal anime budget, so fuck off.
Yeah. Like
Season 1, I should clarify because people don't like season 2's animation.
like
I
do you
do.
even
They
not
don't.
even understand what Sakuga is? It's all right. We're gonna put more effort into this particular part to make it look
Yeah, no,
extra
because like
flashy
One Punch
instead
Man
of trying
was
to make
literally
the whole
like
show look consistently mid.
yeah, no, because One Punch Man was like everyone working on it was really talented and really loved it. And guess what? I imagine that the people working on the Ruby show probably liked the original Ruby series. That's why like all the writing is so good at fixing some of the problems with it, while also highlighting what was great about it.
Yeah, it was really
So it's like
good.
obviously the people doing this are really passionate about the show and care. So when they do the Sakuga, you can tell these are people that like Ruby.
Like I always like said that like oh I shut up about remaking Volume 1 please, you can't really save it. This was probably the best way to go about it as like
By
a
just not
spin-off
really remaking
fanfic
it.
idea. Yeah, by not really remaking it, just sort of just taking the characters and telling your own story.
Literally just creating an alternate dimension where we can fix all the character problems and then coming back to continue the story.
Yeah.
It was kind of cute at the end how Blake and Weiss were not Blake. Ruby and Weiss were both writing to their family, whereas Yang and Blake were both fucking around. Where Blake's reading her fucking, I assume, horny book. Yang's playing a game because that really didn't affect them that much.
You know Ninjas' love is like Twilight tier, which is
Well, you
great
know
because
it's
Twilight's
no. I assume it's like Twilight tier and how sappy it is, but it's probably hornier. But yeah, no, I also like how Big Nicholas in general is a cool character because he's kind of like the embodiment of like the hypothetical like perfect capitalist boss. Because he's like he literally did everything for the people.
Oh yeah, like it was like early stage capitalism where like oh yeah he started small and then like when he grew like it was because he really earned it. He really did the elbow grease and like did a lot of the hard and like
and
people's
he
trust.
went to go find dust to literally to help everyone.
Yeah. And I remember this was part of the World of Remnant thing, which I hate because like you know it's not part of the actual show, but it's like people trusted the Schnee Dust Company because Nicholas would go out himself like in person and like and do these new excavation sites.
Oh
and,
yeah, no, like he
oversee the
actually
whole project.
cared.
Yeah. Like he'd
Which
stick
is
his
why-
neck out, you know, and like.
Which also kind of makes Jacques like even more insidious.
Yeah, like what I was saying before,
you
like
see what
it
he
adds
did.
more reason to why Weiss wants to be a huntress and a fighter, someone who would like you know, stick her neck out and see the world firsthand, and not just like stay up in the ivory tower with her father and.
Yeah, no, because it also does make like Jacques more of a dick because like you see where the thing started and how wholesome it was, and now it's just like about what you'd expect.
The company's hands have left the individual and is now just like too big to where it can't really have that same sentiment or like feeling anymore.
Nice. Oh, one small thing that I kind of like is how Ozpin, the way they draw him in this show, is he looks a lot more like a fucking like little scheming shithead, which he is. It's like they gave him like a longer chin and like sharper eyes. But he looks more schemy.
Ooh.
It's like good because it's what he is. Man, Twitter was actually just wholesome. Yeah, I see nothing but like cute fan art.
All right. Here we go. We're going to 4chan
4chan
to try and find these bad takes.
Wait, but half the time 4chan is weirdly based.
Yeah, and like I remember about Ice Queendom, they seemed pretty chill about it. Last time I checked, which was like 2 months ago.
Weren't they just like horny?
Yeah, it was mostly just horny and like being like, dude, we're finally gonna get the Yuri.
Mm-hmm. It is kind of funny
I
how
don't see for a thread for it right now.
I am going to point out that oh no, this was somehow better gay representation than when Blake and Yang actually got together.
Oh man.
Or like when John had a lesbian sister. Somehow this was better than that.
I mean, there
It's like,
wasn't
oh,
anything
look.
like explicit, but like
I know
this
it
is
wasn't
like
explicit. It was literally better.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
We got the best
how I say
Bumblebee moment
Kangen.
in the whole show.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like how I like to say Kangen is a better fucking gay romance than Yuri on Ice because at least Kangen isn't cowardly with how gay it is.
Oh yeah, like they're just horny for the dudes.
Oh, it's fucking great. I love Kangen so much. And no, everyone's just being based and chill on Twitter. I'm so
All
happy.
right. Found a thread on 4chan and archived one, so it's full.
Oh,
Okay.
let's go. If it's gonna be positive, I
They
think we're just
don't
gonna have
like
to
the
accept
dub.
that. To be fair, I feel like if I watched it, I probably wouldn't like it either. So we're just not gonna say anything about that because I don't think
Horny
I'd like
art.
the dub either.
As an anime only, it was a fun little show. Not gonna bother with the rest since I already got what I wanted.
Nice.
Smart move. Wise man.
Excuse me. Well, I definitely
Oh
don't
man,
save
it's kind of
all
wholesome.
the end
This,
cards because they're good.
this thread's kind of wholesome because it's just people who just finished show being like, "Huh, what's the rest of the show like?" And people just giving the honest answer, like, "Hey, where does the show rank?"
It's
Like,
okay.
no, it's like, where does the show rank like on the Yuri scale from 1 to 10? And it's like, dude, it's like a 4 at best.
It's like, dude, we have to add a point because technically there's gay couples. Technically. I don't save tool. Come on, computer. Come on, Discord. Let me upload all of these at once. Oh my god, fucking go. Yeah, no, if they do another one, I'll watch it. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, I'd
'Cause
like
it's-
to have more of this.
Yeah, no, what I want to say is it's kind of surreal to have a Ruby show where I actually just liked everything. Where like
Oh,
I
yeah,
never
so
had a
that's the
part where I
thing
was
about
like,
Volume
that was fucking weird.
Like the thing, even though I would say yeah, volume 7 and 8 are really good.
They're
There's also
really
stuff
good.
I have to like add it the caveat like, but they dropped the racism stuff at the worst time. It's super awkward. It was not great.
And the way they did it was so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not here to fix systemic
And they still
problems.
have
It's like,
and classism is a huge theme. There's that character Robin Hill, but like it's you just completely forgot about the
and like
fauna.
they even
What?
go out of their way to kind of imply it because I'm pretty sure faunas are only shown in the poor areas.
Cowardly is what it is. Like
It's so fucking.
like I said this like I say this all the time, but it's like I can respect the writers for like backing away because they didn't do
Real,
the
yeah, but they
topic
didn't back
justice.
away enough.
But they chose the worst time.
Yeah, no, or like they didn't back away enough because they had the fucking I'm not here to solve racism. It's like shut up, you stupid fucking dog with your cool boomerang sword. I hate you. Yeah, no, the end cards were really nice. I know end cards are not unique to anime. I'm not a fucking idiot. But whatever they exist, they're cool.
Yeah. All right. I think one thing I think the original series does have over this one is that they have very loud, obnoxiously loud, and noticeable vocal tracks over the most important fights.
That's very true. Whereas in this, they do it normally, where the vocal track is quiet and you can hear it in the background while they fight. Mhm. Although speaking of things that are loud and awkward, it was nice to have like good, not just good voice acting, but good audio from the voice actors.
Yeah, like consistent audio.
Yeah, it's good.
Which like I don't want to harp on them too hard because I understand like
obviously I know why they couldn't.
It was like a bunch of guys like recording out of their just whatever they had.
Oh yeah, no,
like, their
obviously.
basement or
It's kind of like how if you listen to like the first like 4 or 5 episodes of Dragon Ball Z abridged. Ooh, that is
Oh
rough on me.
yeah, yep. It's some people
It's kind of just
forget
like, yeah,
how
that
different it
happens.
was.
It's like, yeah, it's like, yeah, that happens. I was just generally happy with this. It was a nice, really good way to hype people up for the next volume
Yeah, really
by
good.
just showing something great. It's like
People
look,
aren't even like that hyped for the next volume because they're hyped for like the next Ice Queendom season.
I am really excited for that. I'll be honest, I'm really fucking pumped for that. So yeah, good. People should watch it. The opening was fucking lame though. How dare you, Shaft?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You're the Monogatari ones. What are you doing?
Like, oh yeah, I was disappointed because I was like, dude, Monogatari is like the best openings in like all of anime.
Yeah, no, or like Shaft has other shows with good openings. It's like, what the fuck? The ED was nice, but the opening was like, come on. That's my one mean thing.
The opening could have been better.
Yeah, or like they did like the March Line openings, which also slap.
Oh man, those are good.
Or like the Madoka openings or the Nisekoi open. God, what the fuck, Shaft? I'm
They
so
they dropped the ball. They didn't have the budget. They didn't have the
So
budget.
clearly they didn't have the budget. That was the issue. Because like, dude, like you watch, yeah, dude, like you watch Ice Queendom, and you're like, man, there's no budget. Or
Where's
I
the
guess the
budget?
opposite would be,
I
dude,
can't
there's
find
such
the
a big
budget.
budget. That's the only way it would look so good. Budget talks are bad. Hate them. The only good budget talks when you point out that animators don't get paid, and that's bad. I bet the RWBY voice actors probably actually get paid. That's good. The dub voice actors, I mean.
Yeah, probably.
And that makes me happy.
I
Because,
mean,
like,
definitely not like at first, but now, like,
no, like, nowadays I'm sure they actually, like, make money, which is good. Because, like, there's a certain other series that's gonna come out soon. And the voice actors got paid so little, the main character's dub voice is not returning. Do I have to say I'll say what it is. Fucking Mob.
Oh, that's gonna break my heart.
That's too bad, because Mob actually had a good dub.
Yeah, I remember seeing clips of it. I was like, oh yeah, this is actually pretty good. I
Yeah,
can
like,
watch.
Mom-
I
oh,
can
I
can
mean-
watch this whole thing with my brother. I could introduce him to it. It'd be
Oh yeah, no, I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I can watch this with people who can't handle
I'm
subs.
always like afraid to just like go to a show without checking the dub first. If I plan
Oh,
to
I
show it
would
to
never
someone.
do that because I'd be worried I'd get like a Food
Because like, all
Wars
right,
or a Haikyuu dub.
I know these people just like they don't want to watch subbed. I understand that. So, but like, I have to be picky about what anime I can recommend them now.
Yeah, no, it's like I can't show you something like Food Wars, which has one of the, or like Haikyuu, which have some of the worst dubs ever. They're so bad. Like, painfully bad.
All right, anything else we want to talk about? Because
No, I think
have
we
to
covered
go to
it.
bed.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Sucker. Yeah, no, just overall, just a very good show.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, just like, oh, are you watching? You're like, oh, that was actually good. What's going on?
Wow. Best season of RWBY or second best? Who cares? Really good.
Potentially. And that's funny.